Hey guys, and welcome back to Emily on Ruby. So today's video, I thought I would make a how to convince your parents to let you lease a horse, because it took me a really long time to finally convince my parents to even let me get close to leasing a horse. So when I finally convinced them to leasing a horse, I was so happy and so excited. So today's video is just going to be kind of about what I did to convince my parents to let me lease, and you guys could try these things and maybe they'll work for you, maybe they won't. I don't know. It just kind of depends on your parents. Yeah. So let's get into the video. Thing that you need to do is kind of understand what you're getting yourself into. So you need to learn everything you can about the lease that you're getting into. You need to learn the price and everything like that. So my lease is $200 a month, and that includes 4 lessons in that month, which some months is harder to get than others, but I mean, it works. So figure out the cost, how much it costs to lease your horse, any equipment or anything you're going to need for that lease horse. Usually you won't need to buy anything for your horse, it'll just be stuff for you. I know personally, because I lease Libby, so I have a saddle and a bridle and a halter and a lead and anything that I need already, so I don't have to buy her anything. If I wanted to buy her something, I could, but I don't have to. And I didn't have to buy brushes and stuff, but I got brushes a long time ago because I knew I would be working with horses and I kind of wanted my own set of brushes and stuff. So, I mean, I didn't even have to buy brushes or anything. I just chose to. But I don't have to buy anything for Libby. I just have to get show clothes so that I can do shows and stuff with her. So, yeah. The next thing is ask questions before you start leasing about that. So one of the questions that I asked the lady I leased from is what would happen if Libby were to get hurt, because this winter, before I'd switched over and started leasing her, I asked her that because she slipped on the ice and pulled her shoulder, and she said that I would just get to use a different horse if that were to happen, which Libby is pretty stocky, and so it's not very likely to happen, but if it were to happen, that's what I would do, is I would just get to use a different horse. You need to figure out how much the total thing is going to cost. I made spreadsheet after spreadsheet of just the costs and everything, and if I would have to like get a trailer for every show I wanted to go to. Libby, I don't have to get a trailer for her because my cousin has a trailer, and if there was a show that I wanted to go to and a bunch of other horses on that farm were going to that show, we would just pop her in a trailer with the rest of them, and it would work that way. One thing that I did is I have to pay for half of my lease, and any shows or any equipment or items that I want I have to buy myself. So I have to pay $100 of the lease, so that's $1,200 a year that I have to pay. And then she got a Coggins test so that I could do shows with her, which is $49. And if I want any tack or show clothing or anything else that I want, I have to buy personally or get as gifts. My parents are not going to buy that stuff for me because this is something that I wanted, not something that they wanted. They're just helping me achieve this, so they're paying half of my lease, and I have to pay the rest of the lease and anything else that I want. I'm kind of skipping around. I have like a list of stuff on my computer that I'm like reading off of. So I did a lot of research into it, and I looked at a lot of different places to try to find out where I was going to lease from when I first started leasing. And I liked where I'm leasing from. I took lessons from her for like a year and a half before I even started leasing. So I got to know her and I got to know all the horses, and I would ride like 5 different horses in 1 month because she would have me just kind of bounce around all these different horses and get to know them. And then I started leasing Ruby, and then Libby came up for lease because my cousin also leased Ruby, so it was kind of a weird little dynamic that we had, and I ended up switching over, so now I lease Libby. Libby is awesome. I love her to death. I don't know if I've shared that with you guys yet, that I started leasing her, but I did. So I don't lease Ruby anymore. I'm not going to change the name of my channel or anything. It's going to stay Emily on Ruby because she was my first pony. But, so if you see pictures, it's not going to be of Ruby anymore. They're of Libby because I now lease Libby and I ride her, and I'm really, really excited. I can't wait to start doing shows because when I start doing shows with her, those will actually be my first shows. So I will try to vlog them when I do them. It'll probably be a little bit because it's March and I've got like 2 or 3 months before my first show, which will be fair. So I have to wait like 3 months before I actually show her, so you guys won't get that video for a while. I'm sorry. But that'll be my first show. I might do some before that, but if I do, I will vlog them. I'm gonna try to do some vlogs coming up because I'm able to go out to the barn a lot more. I have a lesson tomorrow. I will see what I can do. If you want any videos at the barn, let me know in the comments down below, and I will try to get to them as soon as possible. I hope that my little rant that I went on about leasing and things that helped me convince my parents to lease, and it goes along with my how to convince your parents to let you start riding horses video, which I will have linked down below so you guys can go watch that one and then come and watch this one. But if you already watched this one, then go check out that one, which is again going to be linked down below, so you guys can go watch that. That's really all I can think of. If you guys want any videos, request them down below. I will get to them as soon as possible. Any barn vlogs or barn videos, let me know and I will get them to you as soon as possible. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, rate, subscribe, all of that stuff, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!